Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk about makeup. As you already know, I'm not an expert, but as every girl, I use it and I learned a lot more by using the makeup than the reviews that some people give because they're not always accurate. So, like everything, until you test it, you don't know what to make of it. And there are so many brands nowadays that we really have a wide choice, which is good, don't get me wrong, but it can be hard sometimes to find the products that really suit your skin type. Let's not forget about the price because that is important also, and there are a lot of brands nowadays that are very pricey, and I found that drugstore brands are really a good choice and that known and famous brands can also be quite deceiving. So let's start with the eyebrows, which are an essential piece of our face. So having them plucked or tainted can really make a big difference. I've had some unpleasant experiences whenever I went to a salon to get them done. They usually get overplucked. It's like the hairdresser that always wants to cut your hair whenever you go there. So I've been kind of forced to do it on my own at home. So the first tool I'm going to talk about is the tweezers that have a light attached to it. So you can really target the small hairs that you normally don't see. Also, an enhancing mirror is really a good tool to help you achieve that. So about the enhancing mirror, you should use it only to target like really small hairs and do not use it to create your shape because it can be quite deceiving and you may end up with a really bad result. So use the normal mirror for that. So about the shape of the eyebrow, to create a harmonious shape, you need this tool. You just need it. It's called the Flawless Brows. So it's like a razor for your eyebrows. So be very careful and use it only on clear skin because it can slide very easily and oops, catastrophe, you don't want to do that. It's kind of noisy, but it's a very good tool to really create a shape that you want to achieve. So let's talk about the color of the brows. In my opinion, you should really invest in a brow sculpt kit. I never really used it before, but since I do it, it's like really helping. So it's kind of like that. Now, if you're like me and you don't want to waste time every day to do your brows, you can do them once a week with this color gel peel off brow. And you apply it once a week, leave it like between an hour and 2, depends on the intensity of the color that you want. And you're set for a week, so you don't have to waste time anymore. Definitely a time saver, this one. Now let's talk about primer. I never really used primer before because I have a mixed type skin, so it can be very difficult to find one that doesn't make my skin oily and greasy. So recently I found a product that it's called Pore Blur from Revolution, which is really a very good product for my skin type. So for the foundation, I used to use a lot this Givenchy foundation. The first one is a blurring foundation balm, which is like 35 euros, and the second one is Fluid foundation Every Light Matte Radiance, which is also like 39 euros. So really affordable and really soft and airy texture if you don't like the cakey look. So it's better suited for the summer. So then I switched to Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Long Wear Foundation, which is more covering. I used also this Studio Fix Fluid from MAC, but I really don't like it because it oxidates a lot during the day and it sets into the creases a lot. So for that reason I kind of ditched it. I don't use it anymore. But the concealer from MAC, the Pro Long Wear, this is really very good. It's a good product and I really tend to use this often. I also used the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Concealer, but I don't know why I stopped. Must be because this one is better. I'm almost sure it is. So these two are kind of pricey. The MAC is like 24 euros for 9 milliliters and the Laura Mercier is like 31 euros for 7 milliliters, which is quite pricey, so must be because of that I'm still using this one, because it's better and it has a good price. Also, I forgot to mention about the foundation MAC. Why I don't like it, it's because you don't have a pump, you like have to buy it separately, which is quite weird. I always like a pump. And also the concealer has a pump and doesn't have like an applicator like the Laura Mercier, which is really handy, because with this one, if you use one pump, it's usually quite a lot of product for just one makeup to do, so it's a lot of spilled product, so that's too bad. Yeah, for the face powders I use a lot this by Terry Hyaluronic Hydra powder. And the Translucent by Laura Mercier. So my preference goes to Laura Mercier. First of all, because it suits better my skin type, which is a bit oily, so this one tends to absorb more the sweat and stuff. The By Terry is better to use under your eye where your skin is really soft, because it has a really like soft texture, softer than Laura Mercier, so that's why it's a good product for the under eye. And it's really quite clear, so for the face you will look like a white phantom if you use this. At least I do. So about the prices, the Laura Mercier is like 29 grams for 41 euros and the By Terry is like 46 euros for 10 grams, so definitely like Laura Mercier wins it again with the price. Now, if you want your makeup to last a long time and to look more natural, you should definitely use a fixing spray. I never did that before, but it really makes a difference. And like the products that you put on your face kind of blend together when you apply the fixing spray, so definitely use it. Also, for that glowy look that we all want, and a natural glowy look, we should definitely use the highlighter. So I found that a multiple color highlighter, so as you can see, they are like from lighter shades to darker shades, and you can play around with them depending on whether you want to shine more or less. So I found that a very good product, because you're not only using one highlighter, you have like multiple shades to play around with. So for the lips, I definitely prefer the Stay On lipsticks that last 24 hours. And I recently discovered the lip ink, which is very interesting. So it has the same Stay On properties as the lipstick, but it's kind of lighter on the lips. And I use the L'Oreal, I don't know how it's called. If you don't like the Stay On lipstick and you find that it's kind of drying your lips, I found some lipsticks that are very creamy and has the same effect on Stay On, maybe not 24 hours, but several hours. So this is the color Rich Mate from L'Oreal, which is like 10 euros, and the Revolution One Satin Kiss lipstick, which is really pretty. Can you see how shiny it is? I really like shiny things. So I think we are done with the face and makeup. I also wanted to mention some perfumes. I'm definitely a Dior girl, so I have multiple scents because I like to match my perfume to my mood of the day. So sometimes I'm like in a mysterious mode and I really like the Pure Poison from Dior and the Hypnotic Poison. And some days I may like sweeter fragrances like Miss Dior and J'adore. And the J'adore. And sometimes you just like a strong scent, like Dior Addict. This is like my top favorite scent. Well, I think I covered everything I wanted to say. I hope you find it useful. And let me know in the comments what product you might use. Until next time!